Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. This video is for chapter 1 part 2 of political science, that is democracy. In this video I am going to cover the topic why democracy and the key elements of democracy. Now under this topic we have many subtopics. Here I am going to cover 5 subtopics, that is formal equality, decision making mechanism, accommodation of differences, enhancing human dignity, and universal adult franchise. So here we will start with our first subtopic, formal equality. Now equality and justice are the central theme of democracy. Both these terms are inseparable. We cannot separate equality and justice. Actually, equality is the precondition of justice. It ensures justice. It gives justice to the people. Now, everybody is given an equal status according to the Constitution of India. There should not be any discrimination made on the basis of caste, religion, color, race, etc. Now, every individual has equal political, economical and civil rights. Whether it is a president of a country or a common man of the country, everyone is same in front of the law. If a person is rich or the person is poor, every person will be treated equal according to the law. And it is the central theme, equality is the central theme of democracy. Now next is decision making mechanism. Now in this, people indirectly participate in the decision making process as they elect their representative through the process of election. Now that representative take decisions on the behalf of entire population. That representative has to keep the voice and interest of the people in mind. If he is not doing so, if he is not working for the good of the people, he is not keeping the interest and voice of the people in mind, people has right to throw him out from the government in election. Whenever there will be next election, they can change their representative through election. Now here you can see through election the power of the government restricts and the increase of the people's participation can be seen in the decision making mechanism. So the regular election restricts the power of the government and increase the people's participation. Also, if people are not satisfied with the working of government, they may not vote for them next time in the election. So this is how the representative have to work according to the people, and this is how the people indirectly participating in the decision making process of the country. Next we have accommodation of differences. How differences come? Differences come when people of different religions, reasons, languages, caste, culture, gender and economic background do not value one another. If there is a disrespect, the difference will arise. There is one more condition when we can see the arise of differences. That is when some of the group of the people feel that they are superior and others may feel that they are being discriminated. That time also the difference may arise. Now, these differences sometimes can lead to violence or loss of lives and property. Many of the rights we have seen for these differences. Now, how this can be settled according to our constitution, how constitution helps or democracy helps to settle down this accommodation of differences. Democracy plays very important role to accommodate these differences. It provides a peaceful solution for this by giving equal opportunities to everyone. Now, when everyone is equal according to democracy, no one will feel superior or no one will feel discriminated. Everyone is equal. Now, all the religion, caste, culture, gender, languages are equal in front of law. Now, if everyone is equal, then no one will feel superior or discriminated, and there will be no differences among the people. Now, here what happens? In democracy, decisions are taken by the majority party or parties. That means the decision will be according to the majority. Now, the other parties together form the opposition, and the minorities are also taken care of in this, as the democratic government tries to accommodate minority opinion also in order to enjoy the support of people. That means they will adjust minorities also. The decision will be according to the majority, but the thinking and the suggestion of minorities will be also taken care of. Next is enhancing human dignity. How democracy helps in enhancing the human dignity? Actually, democracy is ruled by the people themselves, as they elect their representative, and that representative takes the decision according to the people itself. So here indirectly the people of the country is participating in the decision making mechanism, and this is enhancing their human dignity. Now, the aim of democracy is to achieve social, political and economic equality. It gives the equal status and opportunity to all its citizens, irrespective of their caste, religion, political status and other things. Now, a democratic government makes the special provision for the socially or economically weaker sections, and this is done by the large number of welfare schemes which are implemented by the government. The government implements many of the social welfare schemes for the people. These welfare schemes actually acts like a bridge, the gap between the rich and the poor. It is actually to bring up the weaker section. Now, it overall enhances the human dignity, as it is bringing the equality in all the sectors like social, political and economic sector. The people are participating in decision making process also. For the weaker section also, the government is putting some welfare schemes, and like this they are bringing up them. Now, these all thing enhances the human dignity. Now we have universal adult franchise or universal suffrage. Now in this, all the adults have right to vote. whether they are rich, whether they are poor, whether they are of any religion, any color, any caste, any political status, they all have right to vote. That means the vote of a president and the vote of a labor is same. Now the voting age in India is 18 years or above. Here you can see the democracy allows everyone to vote, but earlier this was not the condition. Earlier, people who had certain amount of property and education were allowed to vote. So here we can see everyone has a right to vote, and no government can claim itself to be a democratic government without allowing all eligible adults to vote. If government is not allowing all the adults to vote, that is not a democratic country. Till here you would have understood about the major key elements of democracy, that is formal equality, as it gives equality to every citizen. Decision making mechanism, the people are indirectly participating in the decision making mechanism. Democracy also accommodates the differences by giving equality to everyone. It also enhances human dignity, as it is allowing the people of the country to elect the representative and to participate in decision making mechanism. It is also giving the right to vote to all the citizens of the country. I hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. If you have any questions and queries, that can be resolved in the online classes. Thank you, students.